There is also another bigger cause of concern. Images that came in just about 24 hours ago from the airport in Russia, where it appears that there is a growing anti-Semitism. There have been protests that have been taking place in London. And that is the reason why I'm asking you this question. How exactly does your government really look at the current situation, this anti-Semitism, playbook, which is coming in from some Islamic nations too, even for that matter, Pakistan, which is looking at celebrating what Hamas has done. How do you respond to this growing anti-Semitism that we are seeing in various countries?
Well, first, specifically talking about Russia, we are calling on the Russian government to act decisively against any kind of violence against Jews and Israelis or incitement to violence. What happened there is completely outrageous, and you called it out for what it is. Anti-Semitic. And unfortunately, we're seeing anti-Semitism raising its ugly head in different places across our region and also on European soil and other parts of the world. That is a very, first I'll say it's reminiscent of the darkest times for the Jewish people in history. And it is also reminding us, in fact, why it is so important that the Jewish people will have a state that they can defend. We were once stateless, once defenseless, but not anymore. For that reason, exactly, we are defending ourselves right now. For that reason, we have launched this counteroffensive against Hamas terrorists. But we must call out anti-Semitism whenever we see it, wherever we see it. And some of these chants that we're hearing in these anti-Israel protests are outrageous. It's very disheartening. Where are the protests against Hamas, we're asking? Where are they? Even in the Middle East, you don't see them.
Do you believe that nations who've been part of Abraham Accord 2 appear to be a little skeptical? Does that really put a setback to all the effort that multiple Israeli administration have put across to come together in the Abraham Accord and look at normalization of ties and hopefully looking forward to some peaceful relation with your neighborhood? Do you believe that has taken a setback right now?
In fact, no, I don't believe that that's a setback for peace. We are getting reassuring messages from regional partners. And the Abraham Accords that you mentioned, it's not coincidental that the October 7th massacre occurred right when Israel was on the brink of making a diplomatic achievement breakthrough with Saudi Arabia towards an historic peace deal. So these terrorists, if there is one thing that they fear the most of, that would be peace. That will be peace between Israelis and Arabs across the region. This is why we must continue to strive towards this brighter future, obviously. And that is why we need to defeat Hamas, because they are the enemies of peace and stability in the region.